Hi, it's Nara again. We're going to continue our appetizer marathon here. I'm going to now make some spring rolls. And the only reason I'm calling it a spring roll is because it is spring, and I'm adding some cabbage and some onions and some scallions, okay? We're going to start with some bacon, though. I've already put little pieces. I took about 12 slices of that really thick bacon, cut it up, and I actually put some of the end of the bacon. You know how the end of the bacon's got that fat part? And so I decided to start with that and let it fry up a little bit. Then I'm going to add the rest of it. Alright. Oh boy. Just put that in there and I can smell it already. It is already smelling delicious in here. Okay, so see how our bacon is nice and crispy? But there's a lot of extra bacon fat in there, so I'm going to remove some of that. There's a little ladle here. I mean, there's that much oil in there that I'm going to remove all that extra fat. Not all of it, of course. Not all of it. Let's not get carried away here, okay? I'm just removing some of it. All right. Okay. Now what we're going to do is we're going to add our onions. About a cup or so of onions. You can bring that right in there. And let that fry up with the bacon. Oh my goodness, this smells so good. Okay, so our bacon and our onions have fried together. Now we're going to add, I bought about a medium-sized cabbage and just chopped it, you know, into big pieces. Because, you know, as you know, cabbage will just cook down. Okay, see how that's reduced all the way down? And it's all dry. We got all the extra water that it creates when you cook cabbage. So now I'm going to add our scallions. But just a little bit of salt because the bacon has salt, so you have to be really careful not to over salt this. But you do want to make sure that it has enough flavor so that when you put it into your spring rolls that you can actually taste, and it tastes really good. A little more salt. That's why you have to taste your food so you know if you have to add. I like going slowly because you can always add more, but once you've over-salted something, it's not a pretty thing. Okay, now for the pièce de résistance, we're going to use our garden vegetable. Okay. We're going to add in 4 ounces at first. I put 3/4 of a cup so far. Okay, I'm just going to let that melt into our mix here. Smells delicious. Now you see that? Once that garden vegetable has just melted in with the rest of the vegetables and the bacon, look how delicious that looks. Alright, so I'm going to remove this from the pan now, from the pot, and put it into a bowl so that it will cool a little quicker, a little faster. We don't want to put something too hot into our spring roll. Alright, so we took our filling out of the fridge. You know, if you can leave this in the fridge for a couple of hours when you make these at home, it's actually better to work with. Alright? Now, the one thing that I love adding to these is my wasabi covered peas, and what I did here, I put them into a bag and I just crushed them with my rolling pin. I don't like using the food processor or anything like that because I want them to be chunky. I don't want it to be too fine. Okay? So this is how we're going to do these. Okay, so we buy these, of course, these you find in the produce department of your supermarket, and they're either for egg rolls or for spring rolls. Alright, just got a clean surface, of course. And what I did is I just beat an egg, and then we just go around the corners, the borders, and take your filling. Now you really don't want to worry about getting messy here. You have to, just get your hands dirty in this, okay? We're going to take a little bit of our wasabi covered cheese here. And, this is one of those things. You put as much as you want in there, okay? Now, what we're going to do is we're going to roll it. Try to tuck this under as you roll, gently, so not to rip him. Okay, one end, the other end, tuck it in, roll, and then what I like to do is just make sure that I just squeeze the ends like that, try to make sure that there are no pockets there so when you fry them. Okay, very easy, very simple. I'm just going to put that right there and go on to the next one. Okay, so I finished filling our wraps here, our spring rolls, and I got 16 out of it. But I made them nice and big, so you could probably get at least 20 out of this recipe. Okay, so now we're going to fry them and try them, and they're going to be crunchy and delicious. Oh my goodness, I can't wait. All right, let's go. If you have a deep fryer, that's probably the best way to do these. But if not, you can do what I'm going to do right now. Just put them into some hot oil. Okay, just like that. Okay, I'm going to try just 4 at a time here. You have to be really careful. And they fry really, they'll be done really quick, so you have to really be on top of this, okay? So I'm just going to let one side brown, and then we're going to turn it over. Okay, these are done, so I'm going to take them right out. Okay, and I'm going to sit them on a paper towel here and continue to fry the rest. We fried up all our spring rolls here. I'm letting them sit for a second here on the paper towels. Now what I'm going to do for a sauce, I just bought some store-bought sweet and sour sauce. Okay, put that right there in the container. And I'm going to use 2 spoons of the whipped Philadelphia cream cheese. Okay, mix that together. Alright, it'll just make it have that creamy goodness that Philadelphia cream cheese does so well. Okay, so I mixed this really well. And now, what I did here is I bought some purple cabbage, okay, just for decoration. And I've taken one of the leaves and made that into my little dipping bowl. Okay, isn't that pretty? Okay, so now we're going to take our rolls and we're going to put it right around. I'm telling you, these smell so good. I know that they're going to taste delicious. Delicioso. Okay, well, you don't have to put them all in at the same time. Okay, I do have a few left over here, and that's okay. Again, I hope Claudia is happy with our recipes that we made for her today. She wanted to do it to have some appetizers for Mother's Day. This is one of my favorites of all time. Okay, I hope you try this recipe, girls, and enjoy it. Let me tell you what it tastes like. Ready? Okay, all I'm going to say all I'm going to say is try the recipe. Make these. They are so good. Alright. Again, Philadelphia cream cheese, Paula Deen. Thank you. Try it. Call me. Okay, I'm going to eat now because they're just too good. Okay? See you. Thank you. Bon appetit. Bye.